Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So, nice big green bar on Friday, big juicy green bar back to the previous highs. I'm still very concerned about trying to jump in long here. When the oscillators are like this, I really can't find it in myself to jump in on that trade. But I suppose what we should be doing is making time and getting down to lower time frames, and we'll run through that just now. So looking at the 3 hour, you can see most of the week was sideways, and then we dropped, and then sideways again, and then Friday pretty much decided that we needed to buy. So that was the dip we needed to buy, and that's what the bulls were doing. We're basically buying that dip. Now, if you look at Thursday, where all the US data came out, there was nothing, and then Friday had this bit of a rally to the upside. Now, look at the oscillators again. Just get the right level. So that's the actual level we need to pay attention to. That's 15,711. Look at my oscillators at the moment. I don't foresee that staying. That looks like a bit of a wedge. So top of channel, as you can see, big gap to the downside. Let's just keep that one in. Let's delete that one so we can just get a bit of a clearer picture of what's happening. Yeah, perfect. So we are top of channel. Not interested in buying into that when the oscillators are like this on the hour as well. So we'll wait for the pullback, and pullback will be somewhere into structure here, I would assume. So that would be the first area of 15,639, and then the second area would be bottom of the channel at 15,546. Now, bear in mind, we do have the Federal Reserve for the US meeting this week. Most of the other federal banks have released their data last week, and they're kind of maintaining their stance at the moment. They're not easing stimulus just yet, although they are starting to think about it. So I wouldn't expect the Federal Reserve to be anything different. So that's the noise that you need to pay attention to this week, and that's basically for the next 3 days. So what you're going to find is you're going to find algorithms are going to be trading the DAX today and tomorrow, and they're going to basically be coming down to probably even worse than that. So lo and behold, going to have to come down to a 5-minute chart here. So a couple of things you're going to see on the 5-minute chart. Look at all these gaps. See these 5-minute gaps here? And you see that one was closed, price came back to close it, but there's another one over there. See, there's a red bar closed, there's a green bar there, and I don't see any more. There'll probably be some in this area here. Yep, there's another one there, there's one there. And when you see this, there's another one down here. So when you see these 5-minute gaps, it always gives you an indication that the trend, this trend of the day, was not that strong, even though the daily bar was fairly we kind of opened on our low and closed on our high, so it's a really strong daily bar, but this always gives me indication that it could potentially be an exhaustion bar. So when you see 5-minute gaps, I mean, they're all over. I mean, I can spot, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, that one's also open, that's 5, it's open, there's 6, it's open, and 7, 8, and there's probably 1 or 2 in here that I can't see that are like 1 point. Let's just say we've got 8 gaps here, 8, 9, let's round it off. You've got 10 gaps, 3 yesterday, 10 5-minute gaps. That's not really conducive to doing anything. But anyway, like I said yesterday, like I said just now, it's probably more than likely play the 5 minutes. It's probably a better way to do this at the moment on the DAX. And you can see the first hour is not what you're waiting for. You're waiting for structure. Here comes your structure here. Moving averages grouping together, break up, test it, inside bar, nice entry on the 5-minute right there. We can have a fairly wide stop or a tight stop and wait for it to go. The minute it starts gapping like this, because you can see it's getting bigger, the bars are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, you know something's coming. There's your first bar, exit it, come back onto structure, there's your structure, and so on, should I say. It doesn't always work, like Thursday. Thursday was pretty much a nothing day. But yeah, often when you get this kind of stuff, it's well worth taking the trade and then just moving your stop to entry as quick as possible. Yeah, if you start seeing something happening, you can always just move your stop up below the bars, and if it does come back, it just takes out your stop. But anyway, that's kind of the way that I would look at it at the moment. It's always, sometimes the DAX of 15-minute is a better one to use. You can see trend is down here at the moment, but we don't want to be trading down because the bigger trend is up, so we're looking for structure to buy to the upside, and there's lots of structure here, lots of higher lows, before giving us some indication that we may be breaking to the upside on Friday morning. But anyway, a difficult one, but that's probably the only way that you're going to actually be able to trade this at the moment, is on the lower time frames. Okay, so just to round this off, not looking to sell up here. We are in the bigger trend is up, and I'm definitely not looking to buy at that level, not with oscillators like that on the hour. So we want to always see some structure. We want to see a bit of a pullback, lots of gaps all the way down, so don't be too surprised to see it fall all the way down, and just continue mucking around in this range for the next 3 days. Anyway, that's it for me. So I'm sitting on the sidelines, not really interested in the DAX until after the Feds, and then we'll take a look at it again. But if you are going to trade it, get down to your 5, 10, 15-minute charts and trade accordingly. Anyway, hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.